Thinking about leaving King County? Let's talk about why so many people are moving to Eastern Washington. So let me ask you something. Have you ever looked around and thought, wow, this is getting expensive? Or is this lifestyle still working for us? If that thought has crossed your mind even once, you're definitely not alone. Lately, I've been having the same conversation over and over with clients. People who love Washington, but are quietly wondering if staying in King County still makes sense. And the numbers back it up. According to Common News back in 2023, more than 171,000 King County residents were considering leaving King County. That's not a small shift, that's a movement. So today I want to talk about what really is behind it. Why so many people are heading east. And you should actually think about if this idea is on your radar. Hi, I'm Dafna, your local real estate broker here in Washington State. I don't believe in pushing people one way or another. My goal is always to give you clear, honest information so you can decide what fits your life, not someone else's version of it. And right now, one of the biggest questions I'm hearing is, should we stay or should we move east? Let's break it down in real no-pressure way. First, housing costs are hard to ignore. Let's just get this one out of the way. In King County, the median home price is hovering around $800,000. Even when prices softened a little, that number is still out of reach for a lot of people, or it comes with some serious trade-offs. Smaller places, longer commute, tighter monthly budget. Now, when people start looking at Eastern Washington, that's usually when things shift. In Spokane, homes average around $400,000. In the Tri-Cities, around $450,000. And this is usually the moment when somebody says, okay, now I'm listening. Because suddenly the conversation changes from can we make this work to what kind of life do we actually want. It's not just the price, it's the pressure. Here's what really wears people down. In King County, it's not just your mortgage, it's property taxes, utilities, childcare, gas, groceries. Everything adds up. Property taxes alone can be $12,000 to $15,000 a year in many areas. I've worked with clients who cut their property taxes nearly in half. And that's before we even talk about lower everyday expenses. When you're saving $1,500 or more every month, life just feels different. That's less stress, fewer trade-offs, and more room to breathe. Remote work gave people options. This is a huge part of why this shift happening now. So many people realize they don't actually need to live close to Seattle to do their jobs. If you can work remotely, even part of the time, suddenly your world gets much bigger. I'm seeing people keep their West Side income while living in Spokane, Wenatchee, or the Tri-Cities. Same job, same paycheck, totally different cost of living. Once people see the math, it's hard to unsee it. Life slows down in the best way. This part is harder to put into numbers, but it comes up all the time. In King County, everything feels rushed. Traffic, schedules, crowds, even simple errands takes effort. In Eastern Washington, life moves at a different pace. People talk about quieter neighborhoods, shorter drive, more time with family, kids playing outside, weekends that don't feel packed and exhausting. I had clients tell me I didn't realize how stressed I was until I left. That says a lot. Traffic stops being a daily battle. If you ever planned your entire day around traffic, you already understand this. In Eastern Washington, commutes are short. Even in larger cities like Spokane, you can usually get anywhere in about 20 minutes. That alone can be life-changing. More time home, less frustrations, more energy for things that actually matter. There's real opportunity, not just affordability. Eastern Washington isn't just cheaper, it's growing. Business owners, investors, and families are all moving in, which means more development, better infrastructure, and expanding communities. From a real estate perspective, I'm also seeing opportunities that just don't exist in King County anymore, including investment properties that actually make sense financially. For many people, it feels like getting in before the crowd. And yes, the sunshine helps. This one surprises people. Eastern Washington gets over 260 sunny days a year. That's a big shift from the gray winters on the west side. You still get all the 4 seasons, but with more light, more blue skies, and more time outdoors. For a lot of people, that alone improves their mood, energy, and overall lifestyle. So, is moving east right for you? Here's the honest answer. It depends. Eastern Washington isn't the right fit for everyone, and it doesn't have to be. But for many families, it offers more space, less financial pressure, and a lifestyle that feels more balanced. If this is something you're even considering, the best thing you could do is to explore thoughtfully, visit, ask questions, and look at the numbers realistically. And if selling your King County home is part of that plan, I've put together a free guide that walks through the exact listing strategy I use to help home sales quicker and for top dollar. You'll find it in a link in the description below. Thank you so much for being here with me today. If this video gave you something to think about, go ahead and like it, share it with someone who's been talking about moving, and check out my other videos on the screen. All my contact info is in the description if you'd like to reach out. I'm Dafna, and I'll see you in the next one.